So what if they were really shitty people and tortured you when they were alive? I'm so glad you asked this. So I'm going to explain it how I have been taught through my mentors who are amazing mediums, as well as my own experiences. Crossing over and being accepted without judgment and love and light is very different than being held accountable. From what I understand, we do cross over and meet our loved ones, our guides. It's a reunion, no matter how terrible we were. And then we have to go through what's called a life review. I have been shown and told that this life review is about seeing what you did, good and bad, in this lifetime. And not only that, but experiencing it. Feeling, like actually understanding what it feels like when someone does those things to you. And while I don't believe in hell necessarily, I do believe that there are levels of consciousness. And I believe, how we acted here and how we function as a soul, that's kind of where we fit in, is with that vibration until we learn our lesson or until we learn and do better. My dad was a terrible, terrible human being. And when he died, I felt bad, not because he died, but because I was happy. Then I was upset because I knew he wasn't going to go to some fire and brimstone place where he'd pay for his sins the rest of his life, or his eternity, I guess. But then my mentor brought up a really good point. It really isn't what about happens to them in the afterlife. We don't know what the purpose was for them coming here and being this way. Did we all agree that they were going to come here and do that? Did we ask for it? I doubt it, by the way. Or was it an opportunity for lessons to be learned? Were things supposed to go a certain way, but then that person lost their way and went a totally different bad direction? Ultimately, we won't know until we cross over what that was for or why that all happened. But what we can control and what we can do is ask ourselves, here in this existence, what did we learn from that? So for me, I learned how not to be that kind of parent and that kind of person. And really, it was the only way I could get beyond accepting that someone could be like this and be allowed to be like this. So while I believe people cross over and everything is fine, I still feel like they still have to pay the consequences. They still have to be held accountable for their actions. There are consequences for our choices here. So I hope that was helpful. And again, thanks for asking.